are far behind. Me, a breakfast with bars.
Poncho Man, bringing it home. Again. Welcome to Breakfast with Bob Day 2. We are brought to you by EAS, Mileplex, Hoka, One, Polar, Velo Fix, Norma Tech, Four Seasons, Hualalai, and MEO Power Breather. All of our guests will be receiving a certificate from Velo Fix. Our next guest, she has won 4 Ironmans in her career, has raced 22 fulls. Yeah, that's crazy. Michelle Vesterby. Always smiling.
Yeah, when people are looking, I'm smiling.
Yes.
Am I talking into this one or not?
You're talking to that one.
Oh, okay,
that
cool.
One right there,
okay. Ooh.
Yeah,
I can hear my own voice. I don't like that.
Then we have a speaker back there, so we have an audience can actually hear the crowd.
Oh, smart, yeah.
Yeah, that way you're,
connected.
Your bike guy back there can hear.
Exactly.
Hear what you say.
Perfect, yeah. I don't think he want to listen to what I say anymore. He's been with me for 24 hours, like the last 3 weeks, so we're getting enough of each other. Yeah, exactly. Or I get enough of him, not the opposite way around.
And you didn't get into this sport till late.
No.
I mean, you were how old?
I can actually say that because then I'm 23 Ironmans and I got into the sport when I was 25 and I'm still trying to lie myself to be 25,
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's not talk about age and when I got into the sport, but pretty late, yeah. Okay.
So you got into the sport when you were 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right? You were 5 years old and decided I need to do a little swim, bike, and run.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't get in the traditional way. You just you met a guy at a party and decided, and he was a triathlete.
Yes.
In Lanzarote.
Yes.
And you liked the guy.
No, I didn't know if I liked the guy. He was looking pretty cute, so I thought that, hey, why not pretend that I'm a triathlete and then...
So he says, I'm a triathlete. You said, so am I.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that shit.
But you weren't?
Nope.
You'd never done one?
Nope.
Did you know what it was?
I knew what it was because I was working at the sports complex at Club La Santa on Lanzarote.
Oh, yes.
Which are hosting the additional, the big Iron, the party as well, but also the Ironman Lanzarote, the world hardest outside of Kona. So, I was working there, so I knew what it was. I've been at the after parties before, so yeah. And they were doing something about swimming, biking, and running, and I was impressed,
So then you go back home to Denmark.
Yeah.
And it turns out he lives pretty close to you.
Yeah.
And so when he says...
So I had to sign up, yeah.
You had to basically get a bike from somebody and hang it on the wall.
Yeah.
Because if he came over and saw there was no bike, he knew you weren't a triathlete.
Exactly, yeah. So I got my first Cannondale bike from one of my friends. I borrowed it first and then later I bought it because that was more right for the history, right?
You have to have a bike
I needed to have it.
triathlete.
So I signed up in the local triathlon club pretty fast,
Yes.
And I wasn't allowed to swim with the elite team, so I was laying on the lanes next to them in the public swimming, just pretending that, hey, I do this quite a lot.
Wait, they didn't allow you to swim with the real swimmers. No. You were in the lane, the truck lane, with the slow people.
And I just wanted to see him, right? So I came into the trainings, just laying at the public lanes. So fighting with all the breast swimmers and stuff like that. And I was dying,
Then when was your first try?
Actually, my first try... Okay, I actually did lie to you before, but now I have to be honest.
We've been on for a minute. You've already lied to me.
No, so I actually did my first try at Club La Santa as well, but that was also a bet against me and one of the other green teamers. He was a fitness instructor, and I wasn't any instructor in any sport because they didn't want me get close to the people. I don't know why actually. So I was only picking up people from the airport, like bringing them home, saying, "Hi, welcome to Club La Santa. My name is Michelle Vesterby. I will not be your guide. I will be your guide, and then you will not see me again." So I did a bet with her. I was of course drunk when I did it, saying that I can of course beat you in a triathlon.
Yes.
So I did my first one Olympic distance at Club La Santa when I was working there.
And you won.
And no, I didn't win it. No.
She won.
No, I won. I won against her.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, I did beat her.
That's all that matters.
So I got free drinks,
That's what you're looking for. Exactly. You're about winning the race.
That was perfect. Yeah. I actually finished 10th in that race, which was not bad because that meant that you could get to the stage. And this year of my life, now I say this year of my life, but at that time I also really wanted to be in the spotlight, you know, and getting
what a surprise that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was pretty proud.
Because you're so shy and stuff. I know. Yeah.
So I got on the stage and finished 10th, and got a dance with the guy who finished 10th as well. So that was a win-win situation.
And then when you did a triathlon with Klaus, the guy who you were, you sort of met dancing.
That was many years later. Yeah.
But
I kicked his ass. Yeah, of course.
He kicked his ass.
And then he stopped doing triathlon.
He stopped doing triathlon
exactly.
and became your supporter.
Yeah, exactly. Much better.
I like that.
Yeah.
And that's been basically ever since.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it was easy. It was an easy catch, as you say.
Klaus, you're an easy catch.
Yeah.
That nobody's watching, Klaus. I wouldn't worry about it. We all know that now.
Yeah.
So, you've done 22 Ironman. You were saying you enjoy the Ironman more than the 70.3. You don't feel you're very good at those.
No, I hate the short distance races. To be honest, you know.
70.3. Wait, that's short distance.
That's
race.
The same. Yeah, 70.3 is definitely short. Way too short. Yeah, I don't even get my diesel started yet. You know, coming to 4 hours, I'm like, are we almost done now? That's not really good for me. So yeah, that's short distance.
Because the swim, bike, and run, you feel that all of them, you're better the longer it goes.
Yeah, because it's so hard to do the short distance races, you know. You have to push it, you have to be in red zone. I don't like that.
You don't like the red zone?
I like to be comfortable. Like on Saturday, you know, just cruising into the race, you know. And then after 130K, my legs get started. That's why I started to feel good. And then you put the bike and you just do a little jog down a Lee Drive and around.
You do a little shaka.
And you do a little shaka. You try to smile, and when people yell, keep smiling, you dunk yourself in your head and say, who said that shitty words? Who said that?
Whose idea was that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then I cry when I get home. Yeah.
Were you surprised at how successful you became at the sport so quickly?
Yeah, it was never my plan, to be honest. I still meet my old swim coach and he shakes his head and he's like, I don't understand how you got there, you know. I know that you were hiding at the toilet when the other one was running around the swimming pool. I didn't like running, you know. It's been something I learned to love.
So the swim coach would have you guys go run.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do that.
So everybody would run and you'd go hide.
To the toilet, yeah. I really didn't realize that he knew it, but he told me later, yeah. Because now I meet him when I come there training and he's like, I didn't see you have any discipline at all, so I don't get it. And when I started doing triathlon, you know, to hook up with a boy, and then they wanted me to do the Olympic distance races, and I was not really good at it. I didn't like it, you know. And it was first when I turned over to do the Ironman distance in 2012, I was like, this I love. This I want to do for my living, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And when did you feel you could make a living doing this?
The first years was rough, you know, and the sport has been growing a lot in Denmark now. We are 63 this year, Danish people, and we are only 5 million, right? So
63 Danish people are racing.
Are racing. So with all the family, it's like Danish people all over the place, you know. So the sport is definitely growing in Denmark. And in the beginning, I was knocking on doors, you know, like, do you want to sponsor me? Yeah, you can have $100. I'm like, yeah, man, this is going great.
I'm good.
You know,
$100. I'm golden.
I'm really good at this, you know. So you have to knock in quite a lot of doors to make a living out of it, right?
That's a lot of $100 doors.
$100 there, yeah, exactly. So now I built up a lot of supporters, and it's really, really awesome, you know, to live off what you love, you know. Yeah, that's pretty
exactly
great.
What you mean.
Yeah.
So you've won Copenhagen twice.
Yes.
In your home country.
Yay.
That's pretty special, huh?
That's pretty special. Yeah, I did it this year, you know, and I wasn't supposed to race. I was actually the first girl qualifying for Kona this year by winning Ironman Copenhagen straight after.
Right. How hard was that coming off of this and going there? Because you were what? Were you 6th here last year?
Yeah, I was 6th there last year. But I brought Camila the other day, and we were like living at this all-inclusive hotel, gained 4 kilos in the 14 days leading up to the race.
So you didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything. We were just eating nachos and drinking Mai Tais and just having a good time there, right? And the same, that was also what we did in the race. You know, we
had nachos in the race?
We were swimming together, we were biking together, and then she tried to outrun me, and then I catched her in the end, and I won the race. And I actually said to her in the transition, I said, Camila, I was taking my shoes on, and I was like, Camila, if you win and I'm second, or I win and you're second, we split the prize money. And she was like, okay, let's do that. But if I win and you are third, or the opposite, we don't share. So I won and she was finishing third, but she outran me in the beginning. So hey, poor girl. I did buy her a Mai Tai afterwards.
I bought her a Mai Tai afterwards.
Yeah, I did. That's how nice I am.
Yes, yes. Yeah. What was the difference in the prize money?
Quite a lot, yeah. I think you get $20,000 for winning there, and then you get 8 for third, you know, so...
Tough for her.
Yeah, tough for her. Maybe we want to try the same this year, you know, and then we can... I said, just run next to me, then we can chit-chat as well, you know.
So going there and just sort of relaxing and eating nachos, you were fine on race day.
Perfect, yeah.
Did you take your bike out of the bag the day before, or what'd you do?
Yeah, more or less. No, we were training a bit as well, you know.
Oh, okay.
Because I love Cozumel. It's like this.
It's like this. It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot and it's sunny, and we could work on the tan while biking, you know. Yeah, it was awesome. No, so Bob, my point was, coming back to Ironman Copenhagen, that I was already qualified.
Yes, and then you went to Copenhagen.
No, then I actually went to Ironman Austria.
Ah.
And I didn't have the race that I was dreaming about. I was leading the race until 20K on the run.
Yes.
And then I got catched by 2 faster girls, not 1, but 2, so I finished third.
Yes.
And I wasn't planning on doing more Ironmans before coming to Kona, of course. But then I called Luc, my coach, and I was like, Luc, don't you think... I actually sent him a message first, just to... Yeah. And I was like, don't you think it would be a good idea that I race another Ironman? And he didn't reply me.
He didn't respond at all?
No, not at all. So I was waiting like 24 hours, and I was saying to Klaus, do you think he's mad at me? And I sent him another text. I was like, Coach, do you still love me? And he sent me a reply back, Michelle, the idea sounds good, looks good, but it doesn't feel good. Give me 48 hours more. Okay. And I was like, I don't have much patience, right?
Oh, really? That's a surprise.
And between you...
I'm stunned, actually, yeah.
And between you and me, I already...
There's nobody else watching,
good. Between you and me, and I already signed up for the race, and I already made sure that I had a hotel.
You already booked your
yeah. No, because I lived only 2 hours away, so it's so even. And then I called him like after probably 24 hours, said, Luc, what do you think? And it's like, Michelle, this is actually a good idea. I like the idea. And I was like, do you mean it? Yes, I think it would be good for you to do this Ironman on home soil, getting that mental aspect into the race here in Kona. So that was what we did. You know, I went into Ironman Copenhagen on home soil with so many spectators, so much rain as well, and with a big smile on my face. And that was just one of the best days in my career.
And you win.
Yeah, that's also good.
Yeah, it's also good. That is. So now, you've been 4th and 6th here. Yeah. Had 2 really, really good races.
Yeah.
What are the goals here this time?
Yeah, so the first goal is not to get a penalty like last year.
Yes.
So that was a bummer, right? And this year is just to... I feel like I've been increasing everything, you know. I've been stronger on the swim, I've been stronger on the bike, I've been stronger on the run. So just like building up, no injury, no sickness, you know, just coming into the race fresh. And I think that's the first goal when you want to race Hawaii good. It is that you're injury-free, sickness-free, and your mind is fresh as well.
So you're fresh, but you've basically done, you did Cozumel, you did Copenhagen.
Yeah, just on 85%.
It's still a full Ironman.
Yeah.
But these things seem to energize you, right? These were the long races. You would much rather do one full than any halves in the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Just any day.
Any day. Any Devon Gay, I'd rather do an Ironman. Yeah.
Have you surprised yourself by having this career? I mean, like you said, it's been a number of years.
Yeah, I'm totally surprised. I think my mom and dad is just as surprised as I am, you know.
They were figuring out what the heck is she going to be able to do.
I think they were really happy that I actually got a career, you know. I think, what are we going to do with this girl, you know. I think they don't want to admit it, but I think they've been pretty nervous about me, you know. So they knew that I could talk. I wanted to be a singer. I couldn't sing. I wanted to be an author. I really couldn't perform, you know. So in that way, I'm pretty surprised.
You're Michelle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm Michelle.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for the amazing Michelle Vesterby.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, is the land that I've heard of once. Lullaby. Breakfast with Bob and Michelle Vesterby.
Yeah, Pancho Man! Woo!
Too funny, girlfriend.